Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and it is nice and cool here today. That's really weird, isn't it, for the summertime? Anyway, I've come to show you what I'm doing with my bunny picture, okay? I've got a couple of pieces that I've added here, vintage lace pieces. I'm sorry about the, maybe you can see what I'm doing here. And there's I made a little stuff that I made a while back now. But I want to show you what I'm doing with the bunny. I've done his tail. If you can see that, I must have the camera in the light of the light. Hang on, move the light back a bit. How's that? Okay, so there's his tail, and I've done that with turkey work. I don't know if I'll cut that back a bit further. I may do. And there's his front bit here that I've done. Oops. It's all fluffy, see? Maybe I need to cut that big a bit more. I might do under here too, this bit here, I'll see. But now here I'm working on his little face, see? I've got this little straight stitches, and actually this colour I'm using is a cream, but that's okay. I don't mind. He's a fawn colour bunny, and he's got that colour on him. Okay, so so far I've done all these straight stitches underneath here. I'm following the fur line sort of thing, and then I've got all these ready here to cut to see if they will work with it, you know. So let's do that. I was going to do this video and I had a few hiccups. My camera wasn't charged. The cat was annoying me. He wouldn't leave me alone. He's actually down there on the floor now playing with a piece of paper because he loves it's a bit of wrapping paper. I suppose you can hear him because he's scratching in that. But I haven't set that one down yet. Oh, I've put this piece on the bottom, this piece of really old vintage lace. So I've cut them now. Now let's see what happens. When I do this sort of thing, I usually scratch it up over my finger like this, my fingernail. And I used to either do it with a needle or the scissors, because that'll make it spread out a little bit. The little scissors seem to work good. It sort of frays it up, you know what I mean? So spread it out. Frays it up a bit. Makes it fluffy, is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry about that. I've had you know, when things start to go, you know, my hair wasn't brushed. My fingernail broke. I wanted to do a video and all that stuff started to go crazy. I mean, I felt like it was anyway. I thought everything was getting the better of me. You know, you try to do something. But I calmed down. It took me a minute. I calmed down. That's not making that very fray, is it? That worked really good. See how that fluffed that up? That's fluffy really good. It's the same thread I'm using. You sort of need to get the thread so it pulls apart. And if you stitched it on properly, it shouldn't come up. Shouldn't pull through either. So that's a thing that we've got to watch too. This was working really good before. You know how that is anyway. Look what I've done there. And this now I'm on camera. It doesn't seem to want it to show me, to do what I want it to, does it? Let's try this bit over here. Excuse me. It just... Okay. I can't... I'm sorry if these videos aren't very good that I'm doing out here. I'm trying. If you just can't handle it, just let me know, because I can't sit in there on the chair, anywhere on a chair, in a different position than what I've got myself in, because the pain's really bad for my sciatica thing. It's still going on, but anyway, if I can get myself in the right position, I'm all right. Whatever. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to work, because we want it to sit up like that, don't we? We want these pieces to go up in the air, and we don't want them to be too long. All right. Because that'll look peculiar, won't it? Is this piece supposed to go that way? Yeah. See, they're only that long, so I'm going to cut these off. See the ones that are done down here? They're only that long. All right. There. So I'm going to cut these off the same length, about. Alright. I'm trying to make it dimensional, alright. Okay. I haven't cut this one off yet. I'll trim this one back a bit. Don't know if that's going to sit down enough. Might be okay. Zip down there. Okay. I don't know how that looks. So I need to put stitches, more stitches. I've done some in there, but I need to put more stitches on this bit here, and his ear's a bit long. Cut that down. I need to fluff it up a bit better, don't I? Definitely needs fluffing up a bit more, these pieces here, or flattening down a bit. One day I'm going to do that. I wonder if I put some glue underneath it, but then I still want them to be sitting up. I don't want them to be laying down flat. You know, I want him to have some... That looks a bit funny. It's okay. Not actually funny. It's different, isn't it? It's different. It's definitely unique, stylish. Some unique style that I've got there. I've got to get some garden on here now. A bit of garden, a bit of forest, or a bit of something. Do some more stitches. I've only got 3 days to go or something, but I really want to have it finished by the time. Okay, here goes the back door. Dear oh dear. It's all right, look at him, he's okay, he'll work. Come on, rabbit. It needs to go up there, doesn't it? Oh, that's a shame. I suppose I could press it on there. Put it underneath something that might sit down flat, I don't know. We can see if we can keep going on here. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to fluff it up a bit, that bunny hairs. And they really don't need to be straight, which is, you know, because they'd all divide out into his fur different, wouldn't they, into his little hairs. They'd all divide out different into his hair. And I might have to cut that off, I don't know. If I can't stick it down. Oh dear, never mind. I'm trying. I'm having a go. I mean, I don't know what else to do with this. I did want to put some more fluff on him. So I'm going to do some more stitches, and all these stitches here, where all the little bits of hair are, I think I'm going to stitch. But I don't know about that. Might have to cut that off a bit. I don't know. Well, this is his eyebrows, isn't it, see? So I suppose that's okay for him to have that bit. That's okay. This bit here is his little bit of nose hair. I suppose if I haven't got too... If it's not too long, it might work all right. And this is his ear hairs. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know about this bit. Oh, that's not bad. Might even have to cut these down a bit more, I don't know. Whether to leave them like that or not. What do you think about that? That's a sort of a fluffy thing. Okay, so let's do some stitching, hey? Over here I've got a bit of stem stitch. I haven't closed up these sections, and I have got to do something on there, I think, because I want to... That's a piece of vintage lace there too. And plus that there I have to fix. So I picked out some nice pieces of thread here that I thought I'd make some things with. I do like to make any sort of lavenders and things like that. They look really nice, don't they? And I do have... I haven't got a grey colour. There's this colour here, I suppose. You know, would they be lavender colours? I suppose they could be. It's all fiction anyway, really, isn't it? And where would I put it? Okay, I might do some I might do some pistol stitches on here, I think, in this part. I don't have to follow what that is, or lots of space down here to fill in. Let's start off with some. I'll have the mauve. Can you see that pretty good? I know you actually can't, can you? What about this? This will look good. Okay, so we'll use this yellow one, and we'll have to do a daisy type thing with that, won't we? Because I'm a bit funny about the colour of the thing. I think daisy one will do. Made out of bullion stitches. That'll be nice. I like that idea. I'm only going to use 3 strands, I think, or even 2, maybe 3. I'd rather do this in a what's the name? That. Yes, I'd rather do that in these pearl thread. I'd rather use the pearl thread for this. I would. Colour's good. Might have to get together some more pearl thread and get back on to the shot. I'm sorry, I hope this is working. Put a knot in and make some I'll start in the middle. I'll start in the middle, and I'm going to come out here, there. I'm going to make a daisy thing, maybe. Hang on a minute, I'll think about this for a second. Okay, I've never had a plan. 1, 2, 3. Now, you need to wrap your this part of the needle in the length of where this stitch is, right? You have to have the same distance, because if you don't, it won't sit nice and it'll go all wrong. You can you don't want to do it too tight, just do it slowly. Wrap it around there like that. And then you've got to push it down, and you'll sort of can judge, and it needs probably 1 or 2 more, that's it. Right. Now push it through really slow. Hold on to it just slightly, don't let it go. And then you push that up there, you give it a little roll, and you've got that first one done. And go back down the bottom. Okay? Really, really fun to do. And it's not that hard once you get the hang of it. Not that hard at all, you get the hang of it. Okay, so now this one here I'm going to put over here. Maybe I'll take it a bit further. I might make it a bit... There we go. I'm catching these pieces of fabric down there, so I've got a... You know, so this joined. So it's joined up. Okay, so this will be a little bit longer by the look of it. See where I went in there and where I come out there? About 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it doesn't matter about counting. But you get into the habit of doing that when you're doing these. You just get into a habit of doing it. Coming up along there. Might be enough. You think? Spread it out. 1 more. Okay. Push it through. Hang on to this bit. Go careful. It'll go with you if you're careful, because it will. Roll down like that. Give it a tickle. Roll it. It sort of distributes it. It distributes the thread evenly along the other piece of thread. Okay. When you do that, this bit is a bit hard here where I've got the ball. Let me hand around there. It's okay. Nobody panic about that. It'll be fine. Now I'm going to come up here and hopefully get the same size stitch. Try to get them level if you can. Doesn't matter. Flowers have different... must stitch that bunny down his foot. Right. 1, 2. I'm counting when I do this, can't help it. Okay, right. Is that enough? I think so. Right, I'll pull that through. It's a bit awkward to use because this has got cardstock in there. I never thought about that before I started, did I? There we go. Might be a little bit tight, that one, I don't know. It's alright though, looks okay. Go up here and do this one. And this is a bit longer. Oh no, it's right. This is only a very thin crochet thread. You can use whatever you want to, it's up to you. And put that through there. Give it a bit of a roll. It goes in there like that. There we go. This one up here. Go back in there. Hope everybody's staying safe out there and having a good day with their stitching or any sort of craft, whatever you're doing. A lot of people are making these nice pages. It's a really good thing to be doing, I think. Now, looks like a starfish. It looks a bit like a starfish, and that's okay. I don't think I've got. Oh yeah, I might do a couple more. I'm thinking I might do a couple more, just to make it a bit more dense. You don't want it to. It just depends what your idea is, what you're looking for, you know. And I think I need to have something a bit substantial because the colour's not very bright. But then you don't want it taking over the whole thing either, do you? Everything's got to me, it's got to blend in all together, you know, so you can see the whole picture at once. Of course, the rabbit might be a little bit. That's okay for him to be sitting out there, and the lace. We need to have those as a focal point, don't we? Righto, that's nice. I like that. Still going good, and we're going to go do 2 more. I wonder if I can fit these in there. I don't know. I'm enough thread. That's what I'm wondering, if I've got enough thread. Okay. Ow! That was a piece of me. Give me finger in it. It's not good. Stabbing myself. That in there like that. I'm liking this, how it's turning out. It looks really cool. Better get a bit more thread. Got to have enough. You don't want to not do it properly. Okay, dookie. Another piece here. Oh dear. Got a bit of the sniffles today. Right. It's only from the air, I suppose, you know. Fresh air will do that to you. Or something. Righto, now. A couple more bits. Definitely think I might. See, that rabbit looks good from where you're seeing him, I think, but if you're looking at him sideways like I am, He's got them eyebrows up there. He's totally eyebrows, that rabbit. That can be his name. Her, I can't call her eyebrows, I can. Okay. Okie dokie. Now, this one looks a bit too long. I'm going to take it in just a tiny bit. That up there. Right. How about that? It's alright, isn't it? I think so. Go down through the back. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 things. I'm thinking about putting 2 more. No, that's enough. That's enough. Sometimes that, well, nature doesn't necessarily have even numbers in anything. Maybe it's just the noise behind me is my husband going in and out the door. By our background, it's a screen door and creaking. Okay, now I want to do another sort of daisy thingy. Well, that's not a daisy really, is it? Let's put something in the middle of it. We'll do some French knots in the centre out of this maybe. Yes, that will work. Hang on, we've got a bit, oh this is, I like this. Should I ever go, I'll put a French knot in there with that. I mean this cotton is really fraying that to use, but it might work for just one knot. We might be able to just do one knot with it. It's not actually, I suppose it is frayed, it tangles and things like that, but it's nice. It's actually a DMC thread that they've put out, I think. Hang on, it might be, could be a marlet, I don't know now, because I've put it onto that thing and I haven't really put anything, written anything on it, so we'd know what it was. And that's okay. I got all that through there, good. I've got 2 strands, and I put a knot in the back of it, in the end of it I should say, of just one strand, come up through here, wrap it around 3 times, because that's what I like to do. Make sure you've got hold of everything, and just pull that. Oh really? One of those, that's one knot. We'll do 3 knots, okay? Wait a minute, the tail, a bit of the tail of that knot come back through there. It come up to the top. On me it did. Righto, like that. 1, 2, 3. I'll push that through there. Oh no, it's going through something that's no business. You must always see, look at the stuff I got here on the back of it. And you must always take note of that and make sure it doesn't get caught up and pull through something. And it probably will. I know, it went through that time. Good. Okay. Another one perhaps. Didn't go through very well, did it? Maybe that's enough. I only need 2. Nobody can see that there's only 2. They just look like they're close together anyway, so that's good. Okay, so that's that one done. One little flower. You need some stems. I don't mind doing stems, are really nice. I need something that's going to show up, and that's not going to. This one here. No. How about this? You can only just see that on there. Probably need a different colour, don't I? Stems are all different colours, aren't they? It's not. I don't think they have to be green, do they? Put that up there. That looks nice. I like the colour of that. I'll put it on there for today, but you know what I'm like. I'm probably just as likely to change it, but I might not, because I think it'll look good. I do like this tealy blue colour. I'm just going to do a stem stitch up there for that, and then maybe some leaves on it. Okay. I'll fix that bunny's eyebrow. I was thinking about putting something on the ball. I don't know whether to do that or not. Make it some, you know, like, because sometimes they do could have a number on it, I suppose, couldn't it? That'd be interesting. A stripe, maybe. I was putting a stripe on the pink one when I had it there. So, actually, I might not do stem stitches with this. I might just do some straight stitches, because I don't have to make it too long, do I? I don't have to have them really long. Because if you want straight stitches, you don't want them to be too long, okay? Because then they'll, so say for example, I start down here. That might be a long straight stitch, but I can couch that anyway, which I'm going to go up here with this now, like that. Put that down in there. Right. Then I'm going to come back down here, and I'm going to put I'm going to come here a bit further down. I'm going to put a stitch over it like this, and that will look a little bit like it could be a leaf or a little thing sticking out on the side. Maybe not so much a leaf, it's not very big, is it? Okay, how about down here? Do that down there too. And that'll hold that on. It doesn't seem very substantial compared to the size of the flower, does it? Should we put another thing through? We could. So we'll go underneath this bit and put another strand of thread through there, just to make it a bit thicker. Okay. That might be better. And it's holding it down okay. I'll put this piece on the side of it here. Should have been a bit higher, and I could have used it for a leaf, couldn't it? But I might take that out. Might use that for a leaf. I'll put it up there. I've got pink. Oh, last night, I don't know why, I was fiddling around with some markers, and they were just a kid marker. They were just something, you know, that I was looking at to see if I could change the colour or something. Now I'm covered in pink. I've had a shower, I've washed my hands many times, and it's still on me. Look at that. Look at that, it's still there. It's not coming off. It's just stay with me. I think I might get a bit of nail polish remover and see if I can get it off with that. Oh dear. I'm going to thread this through here and stop fighting with me. Anyway, that's through there. I'll get it in a minute. I hope. There we go. Now I'm going to make a leaf. I'll have to take it back through there. I hope I can get it right straight through the hole. If you didn't want it to go through the hole, it would, but you know, it did. Very good. So now I can start where this is. This part is here on the on there. You can't do that, just stitch it to it. Right, now we go back into there, keep it right close. You do not want it hanging off the side. You need it to be right stuck on your stem, the leaf. Stop doing that to me. Okay, right. And that's a detached chain stitch. That one. It's a detached chain stitch. No, I can't fit one up under there. Well, yes, I could. So I'll do this. Okay, I'm going to go under there. Will this work? I'm sneaking under this, and I'm going to sneak back under there, and then I'm going to go down in here and come out there. I'm sewing underneath that there, see? See what I'm doing? And I'm going to put another leaf up here. It's not very big, can't see much of it, but I'll put it under the daisy petal. just because I felt like I wanted to, okay? So it's gone under the daisy petal. There. Anyway, I think I better go now. I just wanted to show you a bit of what I've done on here, and we'll finish it before I come back, I think, and because I need to get on with it, okay? When we're showing it on the video, you've got to be, excuse me, it takes a little bit of, you know, it's a little bit harder to do it. If you're doing it yourself and just following, going along, it's okay. I don't mind showing what I'm doing, but I'm going to do more, a couple more of those there, I think, or different flowers, make it like a different sort of flower and just do different bits and pieces all over him, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done when I'm finished. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.